Good evening, folks. Welcome to Beer Rating with Sean Connors, December 31st, 2020, the last day of the year. In fact, the last 90 minutes of the year. The year that everybody wants to forget. Hopefully 2021 will be better. The beer I have for tonight, it's the first one I've done since the Advent calendar. And appropriate for the time being, this is Mummers Brew 2020 from Yellow Belly. Just a little bit of background. Yellow Belly is a brewery here in Newfoundland in St. John's. The name derives from a sports team in Ireland back in the 1800s. Basically, I can't remember the sports. It's kind of like rugby, but it's a different name for it. I can't remember offhand. But basically, the team was playing a team from England, and they had similar uniforms. So the team from Ireland, I believe from the Waterford area, they actually had a yellow band that they put around their stomach area to distinguish them from the other teams. And I guess the King of England was watching the games and he said, "Oh, look at those yellow bellies." So the name stuck for the boys of that area. And the boys, some of the boys then immigrated to Newfoundland, St. John's, and they used to hang out on the corner of Water Street and George. And they would maintain the yellow strip around their waist, and that's where the name Yellow Belly comes from. Now, if you're a non-Newfoundlander, you're probably going, "Mummers, what's Mummers?" Mummers is a Newfoundland tradition where basically people would dress up, kind of like in Halloween costumes, but not scary. You know, the men would dress as women, women as men. That's a song about Mummers Christmas. And basically you would visit house to house, and the people that you visit would try to guess who's who, and they would give you a drink. And you still see it a little bit nowadays, but not to the same extent as you did back in the 1800s and early 1900s. And so, let's see what they say about this beer. Mummers Brew 2020, a Belgian-Style Dark Strong Ale, 7.6% alcohol. It says all natural craft brew, unpasteurized. And it says may throw natural sediment, so we're probably going to get a little bit of sediment in the bottle. What a lot of people do, they'll actually pour the beer, but they'll leave a little bit in the bottle, and that's just basically where the sediment settles. Other people, they'll dump that in their beer as well. Alright, it says dark chestnut in color, 2020's Mummers Brew is a spicy, earthy, strong beer. Beet malt presents with an underlying soft roast character, very low in bitterness, unfiltered. It is best to be served at about 10 degrees to enjoy the complex aromatic characteristics of this particular yeast. And this is, just reading some other stuff here. Just talks about German cheeses. It says, from everybody at Yellow Belly, we wish you and yours a very happy Christmas. Please enjoy responsibly. And that's about it. So I've already given my glass a quick cold water rinse, as per usual. So we'll pour it up, see what we got. And I'll rate the beer as per usual out of 5, with 1 being a drain pour. Don't like it, can't finish it. A 2 would be, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer, a 4 would be a very good beer, and a 5 would be the best beer I've ever had. Alright, so definitely got the dark color. It's not black by any means. I can see a little bit of light going through it, more like a brown. As they said, dark chestnut. A nice aroma. The head there, a little bit of head. Got a little bit of a dark tinge to it as well. Got a nice aroma, but nothing really jumping out at me. It's funny because a Belgian style, and it reminds me of a beer I had, and for some reason I'm thinking it's a Belgian beer as well. I'm not sure why. I think it might have been something from my Advent calendar. Alright, let's give it a taste. Little bit of spice to it. And that's common with Christmas ales. They say, spicy, earthy, strong beer. Big malt presence. Underlying soft roast characters. Very low in bitterness, as they said. Not very bitter. I'm not a big fan of like really bitter beers, like the IPAs and double IPAs, whatnot. If you ever had Christmas beers before, I think you'll probably take a mouthful and you go, "Oh yeah, definitely Christmassy." Definitely got the spicy taste of a Christmas beer. Not bad. I don't think it's something I'd pick up on a regular basis. Luckily, they don't sell it on a regular basis. I've had another Mummer's Brew from another brewery, and I'm not sure if I've done a review on that. I don't think I have. It's been a couple years since I had that one, and I didn't mind it, but I think I like this one a little bit better. I'm just trying to figure out rating-wise where I'm going with this. Like I said, it's not something I would drink on a regular basis, but it is nice. So I have to take that into consideration as well. It is a Christmas ale, so there's certain things that you expect from a Christmas ale that you wouldn't expect from, say, a Pilsner or a lager. And it's Belgian style. I find Belgian style beers are known to be quite flavorful. To me, there's a beer I had in the calendar, and the notes that I was getting off it, the flavor notes, kind of reminded me of a wheat ale. And this kind of has that as well. But I don't think it's a wheat ale, so I'm not quite sure what it is. And same with the last one. I don't think that was a wheat ale either. But there was notes there that reminded me of a wheat ale. I'm kind of getting this vaguely with this as well. It's nice. How nice is it? I'm thinking probably about a 3.5, and that's between a good beer and a very good beer. Definitely enjoying it, but like I said, it's not something I think I would drink on a regular basis, but an occasional one I definitely would enjoy it. Take one more taste and I'll see if I'm going to stick with my 3.5. Yeah, I think for Yellow Belly's Mummer's Brew 2020, I think I'm going to go 3.5. So you go, folks. Hopefully you can, if you're probably hearing something, that is my cat who has a tendency to make an appearance. I'd like to let everybody know he's around. Big boy. Alright folks, so there you go. For the Mummer's Brew, 3.5. Hopefully you can join me next week. I got a couple of ones there that I'm looking forward to trying. A couple of Trappist beers there. A couple of local ones as well. One including the Bologna Ale. I think that's what it's called. One second now. The Wild Bologna Indian Pale Ale from Boomstick Brewing Company. Made with real Bologna. And I shit you not. I'll just zoom in so you can see it. I think I'm going to do this one next week. There you go, folks. I'm not sure on the bottom here how well you can see that. I didn't leave it myself. There you go. That's next week's brew. Hopefully you can join me then. So once again, 3.5 for the Mummer's Brew, and hopefully you can join me next week. I want to just say Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me throughout the year. Tomorrow, actually, I started this 2 years ago, early January, so almost 2 years. So 150 odd episodes. So hopefully you can join me next week. Until then, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.